All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're talking about a really powerful concept for any leader, and it's this. How do you build a team that doesn't just, support your vision, but actually becomes the solution to making it happen?
Okay, so we're starting with a pretty stark warning here, but it really sets the stage for everything else. This isn't just some old proverb. It's a critical idea for anyone trying to build something. Think about that for a second. All your hard work, all your strategy, all your best ideas, all of it can be completely undone by just one wrong person on the team.
And that's exactly why this is so important. The stakes are unbelievably high. A single hire can either be the rock your whole team is built on, or they can be the crack in the foundation that brings it all down. One wrong fit can just poison the well, undermining all the good you're trying to do from the inside out.
So, if the wrong person can be that destructive, it makes sense that the right person can be incredibly powerful, right? And this is where we get this big shift in perspective. Instead of constantly just managing problems, we flip the script. We start thinking, okay, the right people aren't just part of the solution. They are the solution. They're the ones who are going to build the systems and make things happen.
Okay, so the big question is, how do you find them? The source material gives us this really memorable way to think about it. The goal is simple. You want to hire Peter, not Judas. It's a really straightforward but super deep analogy for the choice every leader has to make.
And this just lays it out perfectly. On one hand, you have the Peter type, someone who's got that integrity, that wisdom, who becomes a real cornerstone for what you're building. But on the other side, you've got the Judas type, the one who, like the quote said, can destroy so much good. And look, this isn't about finding perfect people, because no one's perfect. It's really about the fundamental character and the heart that a person brings to your team.
So how do you actually screen for a Peter and steer clear of a Judas? Well, the advice is to focus on these three non-negotiables. First, character. This is the absolute bedrock. Is this person trustworthy? Are they honest? Do they vibe with your core values? Because without character, competence can actually be pretty dangerous. Second, competence. Can they do the job? Do they have the skills to really knock it out of the park? And third, connections. Can they build good relationships? Can they make the team culture better? Think of it like building a house. Character is the foundation, competence is the structure, and connections are what make it feel like a home. If you're missing even one of those, you're taking a huge risk.
Now, hiring the right people, that's just step one. Once you've got your team of Peters, the next big challenge is, how do you manage and motivate them so they can really reach their full potential?
And this is just so useful. It's a simple, practical grid for how to lead different kinds of people on your team. Let's walk through it. First up, you've got your stars, capable and super motivated. Your job? It's easy. Set the goals, and then just get out of their way. Let them run. Next, you have your eager learners. They're all in, they're motivated, but they're not quite capable yet. For them, you got to be a coach. Train them, supervise them, and help them grow into a star. Then there's the tricky one, capable but not motivated. Here, you have to be a bit of a detective. What's going on? Is it burnout? Do they feel unrecognized? Your job is to figure out what's blocking them and clear that path. And finally, if someone is neither capable nor motivated, well, that's when you have to make a really tough call about their future, because they can really drag the whole team down.
But here's the thing. Even with the best people and the best management plan, there is one final, absolutely crucial piece of the puzzle we have to talk about. You, your own leadership. Because you could have the most amazing, talented team in the world, but their potential will always be limited by you.
This idea, called the law of the lid, is a total game changer. It basically says your team's effectiveness can never, ever rise above your own. Your ability to lead creates a ceiling, a lid on what they can achieve. So if you want the whole organization to grow, guess who has to grow first? You do.
Now, that might sound a little intimidating, but here is the best part. Leadership isn't some kind of magic you're just born with. It's not this mystical thing. It is a skill. And that means it can be learned, it can be developed, and it can be improved as long as you're willing to put in the effort and stay humble enough to grow.
So, we're going to end on this thought right here. If people really are the solution, and their potential is capped by your leadership, then the single most important thing you can do for your team is the work you do on yourself. Building a truly great team, it really does start with building a better you.